Hello, how's it going? For the last couple of weeks I've been putting together this meme machine and we'll be talking about this in the next video. I was hoping to have it done for this week, but unfortunately, yeah, I've literally just finished wiring it now. I've got to clean it up because it's a bit of spaghetti junction in there, but we'll be talking about this and music from outer space, hopefully in the next video. Anyway, whilst I was panicking yesterday about the fact that this was taking forever to wire up, Mike Trinder came to one of this museum's Not Obsolete's open day and dropped off this pretty funky oddity. Yeah, what the heck? So the story goes is Mike bought this way back in 1997, and funnily enough, when he purchased it, Grant Stevens, who is the techno mage, emailed Mike and said, "Why the heck are you buying one of these?" Which sounds like a pretty funny story. So what I gathered from Mike is it's a funky sound box, but that is all I know basically. It's in a lovely hand-turned wooden dome thingamajiggy, and the front panel, because it's 1997 of course, is it's a CD. It also comes with a manual, and L.I.F.E stands for Little Infinite Frequency Expander, and there's no labels on this, so I'm guessing quite a lot of it's down to mystery and you're twisting knobs and you're making funky sounds and this, that and the other. Say that and then there's a description of all the knobs. However, I'm not sure at which point this is supposed to be orientated, because there's a switch here, but there's two switches. So that's a switch. So modulation select, modulation rate, modulation level, frequency shift, output level, sustain, pulse level, pulse rate, and then visual indicator, which is, it's a dome. That may very well be a ping pong ball. L.I.F.E is essentially a compact handheld, you can put it down if you want to, inspirational tool for everybody interested in the creation of sound. It is difficult to describe the sounds that L.I.F can produce, but now you have one, you can find out for yourself. To orientate L.I.F with respect of the diagram, make sure that the grey controls are at the bottom. Oh, I could have read that first. Oh well, that serves me right really. So there's apparently two different versions, one with a single jack socket on the back and one with a multi-pin connector, and looking in here you can see it's a multi-pin connector. What's the multi-pin connector for? Well, that's for this right here. It's called BOB. I'm not sure what BOB stands for. Maybe BOB says BOB. Bob! BOB is the breakout box. Oh, that's pretty obvious. I should have just read that for the breakout box. Used to interface L.I.F to some aspects of the outside world. So Bob has a sync in and out, a signal input, and a L.I.F out, which I guess is the audio out, and that would have been the jack that would have been in there if it wasn't the multi-connector. So there it is, the Techno Mage. Have you heard one of these before? Have you got experience with it? Well, let us know in the comments. Massive thanks to Mike on this. To be honest, I wasn't aware until he came to the museum and passed it over and described it. So let's get some batteries plugged into it, because it takes two 9-volt batteries, and get it plugged in. That could mean a number of things. It could mean that this is a bipolar power supply. That means it would take plus 9 volts ground and minus 9 volts, or it takes 18 volts altogether. Hopefully having a look on the inside will kind of give us an idea of what's going on. Right, let's have a peek on the inside. For starters, it's actually an RS Components CD. How good is that? Signed and dated 9th of the 4th 1999. Okay, that says some dates, by Grant, Techno Mage. And the circuit board is on the back. I'm going to purposely not look at it yet because I don't want to spoil the surprise. We'll have a look at the circuitry after we've heard it. No, just make sure that the batteries sit like that and it should be all right. Yep, that'll be all right. Okay, so there's a green light on the inside. That's cool. Get the multi-pin connector plugged in first. Oh, lovely. Or you can dangle it like a light bulb. Oh, there's a red light as well. There's a red light. Oh, this is exciting. We get to hear what the fudge it does. Okay, are we ready? Which one's the volume? I don't want to... volume. Oh, hey. Oh, nice. A go. So I'm going to twist the knobs to be at the point at which clangers on acid is suggested. I'm not sure whether I'm following these right, but I'm having a look. What about motorboat? We've got motorboat. Let's try motorboat. Oh yeah, there we go. There's motorboat. Just going off on my motorboat, going fishing with my motorboat of life. So yeah, it's L.I.F E. It's pretty good. It feels nice sometimes. It sometimes is awful and sometimes absolutely lovely. I guess it has some synonyms with L.I.F E. It's not really obvious in the video, but it actually feels really, really nice and soft. Let's have a look on the inside with the circuit board, and then I think we're going to go and plug it into something to sync it, and then we can try and sync it. So we open it up again, and let's have a look and see what... Oh, cheeky. Oh, this guy wants it to be a bit private. So TechnoMage has gone ahead and covered what the IC chips actually are. They're covered up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 key that I want to have a peeky. Oh no, oh, it's actually been sanded off. From having a peek around the circuit, it looks like it's probably some op amps doing some stuff, but I can't quite make out the numbers. Yeah, I think it is op amps. I think it's TLO74s, both of them. So yeah, this is probably a filter, and then... But part of me does want to keep the original intention and keep it a bit of a mystery. So we're going to close this up and never open it again until it runs out of batteries, of course. Have a quick peek on the inside of Bob, which I'm guessing is just going to be a breakout. There's probably going to be no circuitry in here. Oh, there is some circuitry. This is possibly an amplifier for the signal input and a couple of transistors which are probably wired into the sync wires. So first off, we're going to use L.I.F E in all of its guises, and we're going to plug it through the memory man. This is a delay pedal, so we're just going to mess around with this and see what we can get out. Now we're going to plug this drum machine, the drum brute impact, into the signal input of it, so the audio is actually going through live. Now we're going to plug the drum brute impact into the sync input and see if it stays in sync with said drum brute and L.I.F E. And we're going to plug it around the other way, so we're going to go sync out from L.I.F E into the sync in of the drum machine. Ooh, let's see what that does. So a massive thanks to Mike on this oddity. I'm going to figure out the best way of wiring it in so you can play at This Museum's Not Obsolete. So if you want to play this, pop along on an open day. I've included some sounds to download and use on Patreon from this, so if you're interested, go and check out over there. And anyway, that's live.